Hello. You guys, we're doing something different. I'm doing a March Music Monday because the spring is coming in great. So, who you hear behind me, if you can hear me, is a great artist, Dez Demps, and I'm going to be reviewing his album today. But what many of you don't know is that he is here. Yes, he is here. So we're going to get started on your 15-minute break during your lunch. I want you to tune in and share it with other people, share it with your friends, share. And if you're on my YouTube channel, Hope Mar channel, please hit the little subscribe button as well as the bell so you are notified every time I'm on. So I am so excited about this young man. He is so awesome. Take a listen to his music, guys. All right. I need y'all to come on and share. We're not going to be here a long time, so I need y'all to get in the party. Come on now. All right. So take your phone like I'm taking it. Taking my phone and making sure I share because sometimes I don't even share myself. Yes. Yes. You guys, isn't this beautiful? It is gorgeous. All right, so I'm in good and shared. I'm good and shared. You shared? All right now. I'm gonna bring him on. You guys give a great Hope More family applause to Mr. Dez Demps.
What's up?
Hi.
What's up? What's going on?
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. What's happening?
I am so excited. I'm very, very excited to have you on the Hope More, our first March Music Mondays, because I'm looking forward to the spring. I mean, we've been in COVID lockdown, then
Right.
you have Texas and different places going through terrible winter weather as it's leaving and spring is coming. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do music and women issues or women heroes during the month of March, but I didn't want to have them on the same day. So I was like, I'm going to celebrate music on Monday, and Wednesday during the regular Hope More Hour, we're going to highlight some great women of faith. But I have you here, and
Oh,
I was like, please say yes to being my first March Music Monday guest. So thank you, Des, so much.
no.
Can
It's
you
an
tell
honor.
my audience a little bit about who you are? Because I could be talking about everything else, including the fact that you are married to one of the fiercest women to have ever done it, Miss Ty Demps.
Your
But could
wife.
you just share with them a little bit about who you are?
Well, listen. I'm a country boy from Florida. You know what I'm saying? You know that's the roots of Perry, Florida. That's the family right there. That's the family. I'm an artist that does music from my heart. So I Christian based and everything, but I'm really into kind of telling my story, my life story, the things I've been through, the things that I've learned, um, things I've even struggled with. I'm very transparent. The one thing that I wanted to do with my music is that I wanted to be something that would be able to touch people's hearts and to be honest. Maybe it's a story that you feel for yourself that you never even thought about talking about. And so I wanted to put that in there. Like I go from my relationship with God, my relationship with my wife, my relationships before my wife, my thought process, stuff that make me mad, some stuff that makes me happy, all of those things. But that's just really me. I've always been a really blunt person, and so I found out one of the easiest ways to be really blunt is to sing about it. So that's how I put it in my music. I can say whatever I want to, like as long as it sounds good. It's like
You
talking
know what?
in like,
That is so true because even like Outkast song "Hey Y'all," I'm like,
right,
we're popping. This song is really sad. It's about how relationships don't work, but hey, let's just keep dancing.
right,
So
right,
you
yeah.
can get away with like saying almost anything in
Anything.
music. And so would you describe your genre as inspirational gospel? Gospel? I know it's hard for an artist because no artist chooses to be in a box, but how would you describe, or when people go look for your music, where would they most find it?
Yeah. My one of my homeboys came up with this thing. He was like, "Bro, I think your junk is more like rhythm and gospel." And I was like, "I kind of like that. I kind of like that."
I
You
like
know,
that.
it's really like
I love that.
ooh, so it's in the gospel genre. But I have songs on there that are just not quite gospel. Like Not Ready. Not Ready is not gospel. It's just
It
a
is
song.
not.
It's a story about me not being ready to be in a relationship. And that type of thing is just kind of truth. It's not anything in it where you can't let anybody listen to it. You can let your grandma listen to it. You can let your kid listen to it. You can listen to it. But at the same time, it's an honest story. But my music is more. It does not shy away from what I believe in, but at the same time, it doesn't shy away from my life either. So
Oh man, let me tell you, I love every song on this EP. And
I
this EP
appreciate that.
just came out, I think it was February 20th.
20th. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So it is hot off the presses. And I know that you can get this on Spotify, Apple,
Everywhere.
everywhere music is
Everywhere.
sold. So it
Yeah.
be like me. I got my work phone is downloaded, and on my personal phone is
Yeah.
downloaded. If I
Yeah.
could download it anywhere else, I would download it. Every song on here, and I'm not just saying this. Every song on here is hot.
Appreciate that. I
It
appreciate
is
that
really,
for
and
hard work.
you are writing your own music. How awesome is that? Like that takes a lot of bravery to do
Yeah,
your own music.
right. Well,
But
I
you
mean, I
write
write,
it.
arrange everything. Everything is done. We write, arrange everything. It's just like this is something that I've been working on for a while now, and I've been writing since I was 8. So,
Really?
yeah, my father told me that he was like, "Boy, you've been writing music since you were like 8 years old." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't remember. I just knew once I could touch a pen, I was putting something together." So, these are things that are just it makes it easier for me. For some people, it may be a little hard, but for me, like music just kind of flows. I say that honestly, English is my second language. Music is my first.
Oh, I like that. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Music
Right.
is my first. And full disclosure, and I guess it's not hard to guess because this last name we have is a
You
powerful
better
last
believe
name
it.
and
You
is
better
very
believe it.
different.
Yes, it is.
We are a part of the group of former slaves who
Uh,
were owned by a group of people named Dempsey, and a bunch of brothers got together and took that EY off
right.
and said we will be Demps. We often say Dem strong. Dez Demps is a cousin of mine, but
Yep.
before and after that, I respect the anointing on his life. I've seen him grow up. I've seen him from a distance and up close, like, whoa, okay, he's a talented singer. Look at him. His heart is turning towards God. And then I met the love of his life.
Facts. Dez
Because
Demps.
I was in Atlanta and she was up there for a convention. I don't
Right.
know if she wanted to go to Publix. I have no idea. But
Yeah.
y'all were just dating and you were like, look out for my girlfriend. And I was like,
Mhm.
and
And
then
you
I met
did.
her.
You came through though. You came through. I appreciate that
I
because
met her. I was like, oh, she the one. I
right.
hope you don't find nobody else because I'm gonna be like, oh, that girl Ty he used to date. And she has
I
been
ain't
up
going
in her family. She's been she's been hazed. She's had to deal with the crazy.
She was hazed. That's what's
Whole
crazy.
nother story.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
a story for
fell
another
in
day.
love. It's a whole nother story. But I think what I love
Yeah.
about your relationship outside of the fact that she's fabulous
Yeah.
is that you guys are best friends. You really look like you're each
Right.
other's favorite people. Like
Right.
they're big Jacksonville Jaguar fans. They
Right.
dress up, they play silly, and
Mhm.
they were friends before they got romantically involved. So that Not Ready song, I played it for my nephew Breon, and actually he's giving a shout out. He was like, "Oh my God." Because he may
Yeah.
be like that right now. He's doing a little hard. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, that's
Um,
what's up. What's up, Cuzzo? What's up, Cuzzo?
he was like, "Ooh, Auntie, just I think it's so great to have what you said, rhythm and
Yeah.
gospel,
Yeah.
because many times, especially in the gospel realm, our songs are like very vertical often or very horizontal, like, oh, you can do it, you can make it.
Right.
Oh, God, help me make it. But when I want to, like, when I'm breaking up with somebody, or when I'm like
Nigga
feeling
strong
like,
with that.
ooh,
Yeah.
I may not want to hear Fred, I want to
Right.
hear. And so I think of artists like you, and I
Hmm.
hope you don't mind me making comparison, but if you guys like Mali music, you will
Yep.
love him.
Yep.
Okay. One thing I really loved about Mali before he was even on the scene years ago when I saw him in Tennessee, I
Yeah.
was like, he had this song, I Hate You, and it was about
I
the
hate
devil.
you.
I
Yeah.
hate you. Do,
Yeah.
do, do.
That's my
But
favorite song
if
by
you
DJ.
feel it, Mali, that
Yeah.
song hit me differently
Yeah.
because he was like, I hate you. I want to fight you. It
Right.
reminds me of just like, okay, this vessel is expressing something that I normally can't find on my Kirk Franklin, even. And when I
Right.
listen to You're Not Ready, as a single myself and hoping to be married and now in a relationship, those words hit me. And I
Right.
respect the fact as a man of God that you were being honest in this song about where you
Yeah.
were and where you weren't. And
Yes.
and so it inspired me as a single woman to know that, I heard this weekend a pastor at a Rise Church in D-Land says, he saw this woman that he believed was his wife, but he was not ready for her. He was about to
Yeah.
go off to school. And he's like, Lord, if she's mine, keep her. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's mine. If he's mine, keep him.
Yeah.
If he's
Yeah.
not ready for me, that's
Yeah.
okay. Like my cousin Dez, he gonna get ready. And at the appointed time, I'm sorry to talk so long,
Good
but
point.
it just preaches.
That's
Your
that's
music
the thing
preach.
about that. That's what I wanted though. I think that a lot of times, like you said, gospel music, it is very kind of, gotta do it. And it's like, well, how? How's he gonna do it? And I think sometimes we kind of lose the testimony in it. And I didn't want to do that for my music. I wanted to be honest, even if it came kind of slightly embarrassing. I think sometimes we kind of suffer because nobody wants to testify. Like, they want to tell the truth. Like, have you ever been mad? Have you ever been mad at God? Have you ever been mad at somebody? Have you ever wanted to fight somebody? Have you ever wanted to cuss somebody out before? Have you ever cussed before? Have you been in a situation that has been ridiculous? I got this song that my next EP, I'm already like, it's almost done now. But
Okay.
yeah, no, we working. I'm so, this is it's
Grinding.
but the next one I got, it's a song called "I Got a Question," and so that one kind of asks the question to Christians like, what happened to your testimony? Like, what happened to your truth? Like, we always say stuff like, like sometimes Christians have a tendency to be like, hey, back in the day I used to be. I'm like, well, what's your current? Like, what's your current thing? What's your current issue? What's your current problem? What's the things that
Because
you're
it's not like we just overcome and then we have nothing
then you got
else.
nothing. Like now all of a sudden you an angel. Like, no, what's your current junk? Like everybody has a favorite sin. And we don't want to tell the truth, but it's true. Everybody has a favorite sin and nobody wants to talk about it. So I just, my thing is with the music, I was gonna tell my stuff. Like, hey, this is what's going on. And if you understand that I'm sitting here doing things for God, you can too. I'm struggling just like you, but at the same time, I'm still going after God. And the more I go after God, the more my favorite sin starts to kind of push away a little bit. And every now and then I struggle with it. Nothing I fall. But
Okay,
I'm
gotta
coming back.
get over. And
That's
I'm
what
gonna
got to
play
get
some of
over.
this
Yep.
music. I realize I may have to play some of this music for my audience when he gets off because he got
Yeah.
things to do. You heard him. He's already working on the second EP, and I promised him 15. And you guys go to Apple, Spotify, everywhere you find music, and get Dez Demps. There's no one like him. No one else is going to show up. But gotta get over. You have a lyric at the end where you said you're using
I said, what?
the lyric that says, "Oh my God, I don't want to butcher it," but at the end you says, "Because I was using you
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
using
yeah.
him."
Yeah, the lyric goes, these secret sins are out of hand. I'm just a man, but has that phrase become an excuse to do what I want and can? Let's be truthful. Grace gets useful when you refuse to do what you're supposed to do. But how can I, how can I face that one so faithful when honestly I'm really just using him? Yeah,
First of all,
yeah.
you are an amazing singer, but I didn't know you were a songwriter like that. And I'm a glutton for great lyrics. It's like, ooh, I listen for lyrics I've never heard before, and that
Yeah.
isn't necessarily a great song, but when I hear a great song with some cool lyrics and a
Yeah.
phrase I've never thought about, like when we just keep sinning and making excuses, we're using the grace of God. We're using it like a hope. Like literally, we're using it cheaply. We're using
Right.
it or using him.
Right.
And I thought that was so powerful. My
Right.
15 minutes are up, but I did want to play just a little snippet of some of your songs that have been pre-approved because they're on your website. I
Awesome.
wanted to draw attention to his website, and I did all this job. It's so funny to do all your songs and put the titles on it, but I just got excited. But you guys see it below, dezdemps.com. And so, Des, I went to your website and I was like, ooh, I like this. Dez Demps, you guys can get a little sample of it. Thank you so much. I, I'm, please forgive me. I'm gonna go a little bit over 15 minutes, but like I said, this is gonna be worth it, y'all. And I'm hoping that the fact that it's coming from his website that they won't not they won't like not allow the music to be heard.
Yeah. That was back when I had hair.
Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm getting too excited. I mean, I just love every single song. You know,
Yeah.
what song we haven't talked about is a song that came out, or you let it, you had it on, you know, your Facebook and different things after the George Floyd riots. And even
Yeah.
though this sample is good, it just, you got to hear the whole song, guys. You got to hear the whole song. It's deep. You may have to turn your, it's only a taste, y'all. Oh, it stopped right before my favorite. Oh man, I'm background singing for you. You don't even know it. I am background singing. This red dress, I was like, you know,
That was
sometimes as believers, all our favorite songs are not necessarily gospel.
right.
And so because I'm a woman, of course, I'm thinking about myself being in the red. I was like, yes. Don't get your
Girl,
feelings hurt
no.
now.
Hope you funny, girl. I'm gonna laugh about that for a little while, cause
Oh man. Well, because this song reminds me like oh Lord, I don't know if I should say too much. I don't keep this in my rotation, but
right.
Freakum Dress or Bad Girl by Usher. I'm like, yes, I'm the bad girl. So this red dress is not glorifying temptation, but it's real. It's real,
That's
real.
fine.
Oh
Honestly,
my God, all of them are so great, y'all. Like I said, it's only a tad, so don't get too mad. Not Ready is the title of this EP, and it's an awesome song. Y'all can slow drag to this.
yeah.
Married people, married people.
Okay. Had these little these little Christians walking around.
Yes, you cannot drag. Yeah, even though,
Might not want to listen to this if you if you're not married.
yeah, not ready is more like a reflective. Once you already got ready, and you're
Yeah,
thinking about,
it's a
I
real
don't
one.
know, bros. Y'all may just need to listen, and then like I said, you guys, this is just a taste. And thank you, Des, for staying on. I Need You. All the songs are so good. All of them are so good. Oh man. Oh man. I mean, you got a little bit for everybody. You
Yeah.
know, I it's funny. I'm in a new relationship,
What
and
you
I
do?
believe I
Time
don't
to
know,
haze. It's
full
time to
time
haze.
actress.
It's time
Because he knows, like in our Dim's family, if you're in a new relationship, we come
to
Thanksgiving, we'll know how real it is. Because
haze.
if you ain't invited to the Thanksgiving, if
Yeah,
you can't
you ain't real.
enjoy Thanksgiving, you ain't family.
You ain't real.
So
Oh,
so I realize I gravitate to music. Every relationship, I have to have an album, and I've
no.
always had to go outside of Christian artists to find that album often. So maybe Bright Nights, I won't say what song, and then or like Brandy. So I still keep it sort of, rated PG.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, this is my relationship album. Oh
Uh,
my gosh. This is my
it's got that
relationship album.
statement in it.
Even it's
Yes.
okay to be black. I was just like, the words, awesome. Great, great, great job. You guys need to go get this EP. I keep wanting to say album. I sound like I'm an old lady, like, oh, album, album, album. But
I've
y'all
been
know what I
calling
mean.
it.
Download music because I really think that I know you're gonna be blessed by it. I know you're gonna be blessed. So some of you guys may have recognized Dez, and I'm gonna let him have the last word, because he also was a part of a group that he founded called Dez to the Future
There's in the future.
and the
Yeah.
Future. I
Yeah.
always want to say two, like
Yeah.
back.
A lot of people have said it. It's okay.
And as I was saying it, your face dropped. I was like, "Oh, wrong, Dez and the
No, you're good.
Future."
You're good. You're
He's
good.
known all around Jacksonville and the rest of Florida and other places. And you guys go to DezDemps.com. You can also find him at Dez Demps on Facebook and Instagram. So, show him some love. Richard, hey, Richard, yes, you need to have him on your show. Richard says hello and
What's
that
up,
he
brother?
thinks you're awesome. Actually, Richard, I need to call you because I want you one of my Mondays. He's an artist as well as he has a platform where he promotes other Christian artists. So God bless you, Des. You have one last word as our first March Music Monday guest, and thank you for being on.
Um, thank you for having me. I mean, I was excited about it. I mean, this is honestly my second interview, so it's really cool. And of course, to be with my cousin, love my big cousin. But I will say this: this is my dream. I am not a person that has always been ready for the stage. I've always, had a fear of certain things. But I will say this to the dreamers: don't be surprised if your gift is the opposite to your personality. Like if your gift is to do something where you're on stage but you have stage fright, if your gift is to, do some things that just seem to be totally opposite to you or the things that go directly to your fear. I believe one of the greatest speakers for our faith was Moses, but he had a stuttering problem. Sometimes right where your weakness is where God wants to do the greatest things from you. Where we are weak, he is made strong. And I think if we overcome our fears, we can do these certain things. And my fear was doing music. My fear was putting my stuff out there. And because I went up against my fear, God has really blessed it. And I would say that to anybody. You're just talking to somebody that took a chance on what God could do through them. And I really just want to leave you with that. I think there are plenty of people that are meant to do great things out there, and we allow our fears to stop us. And I'm just an example of don't let it stop you.
Wow. Oh man, I love you so much. It will forever mean so much to me that you were my first Music Monday guest, as well as you know what I'm probably about to say. When you saying I can only imagine at my brother's Corey's funeral,
Yeah.
like it
Beautiful.
just helps
Yeah.
set the atmosphere of worship. So guys, when you listen to the CD, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you may even get a little, gully with advocacy, but
Right.
you will feel the presence of God because God is in all of it, right? He's in our relationships. He's in it. Unfortunately, when we mess up, then he's driving us back. He's drawing us back to him because we got to get over it, right? We got to get over these. Well, we ain't got to. Our desire to please God. We want to get over the sin. We want to get over the temptation of the red dress because we need him. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hope More. Please, Des, stay on as I say goodbye. We love you. I love you, and I mean it. God bless you. Have a wonderful Monday.